It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show. To start your morning. Kevin is the host. And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Well, alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. It is Monday. Good morning, Virginia.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Looks like you had an amazing weekend.
We did. We had so much fun. It was Panda, my husband's birthday.
Lovely.
His last year of his 40s.
Oh, okay. That's a big one.
49. So, yeah, I told him, look, blow it out for 49. Blow it out for 50. But then after that, we're not doing any more big, huge birthdays.
Oh, really?
It's weird. I think if you do big, huge, weird, after 50, it's just sadness anyway.
So you let them know that your fun is over.
And I was like, look, don't do anything big for me because I'm past 50 now.
Oh, okay. So you don't want kind of that big proclamation that I'm getting older.
I don't want a big, huge party. I don't want a bunch of people. I don't want balloons.
So it sounds like you really don't want any more birthdays. So thus, if you don't want big birthdays, no one gets big birthdays.
Exactly.
That seems fair. Okay.
Mama is putting an ending to all birthdays after 50.
Well.
Have a great time this year and a great time next year, but then you're done.
That's it, huh? That's all you get. That's good. Well, it's lovely. I saw the video you had posted on our Instagram. Apparently, Panda got surprised with his stepdaughter. Magnolia came down from Tallahassee and was at the restaurant waiting, and he had no idea.
We kept it a secret, which we're not good at. So I couldn't tell Rocco. Otherwise, it would get back to Panda. So the whole week, me and Mags were just keeping on a lock.
Yeah, I saw him on Saturday. We were at the baseball game together, and so he was kind of telling me about the whole thing and how it went down and how surprised he was.
Yeah, it was cute.
You got him a massage?
We did. We got him a massage in the same plaza where Robert Kraft got his rub and tug.
Yes, it is. It's right next door. So I guess he was telling me that the old rub and tug for Robert Kraft, the Patriots owner, is now like an H&R Block.
Yes.
So if you're in that plaza, that's where he was going.
But just 2 doors down, there's a great massage place, and he loved it. And so I got him the T-shirt with the old logo from the place that got shut down.
Yeah, what was it, like the Orchid
I got
Spa
you one, too.
Like, oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I'm like, that's such a great shirt. If anybody knows, if anybody would get what you're wearing, they'd be like, that's pretty awesome. That's a great shirt.
It's right there. So he was wearing it at the ballpark.
Oh, that's awesome.
When he went to go see the game on Saturday.
He had it on.
And a lot of people actually knew what it was and were laughing.
Really? Okay.
Because some people do know what that is, and it's
well in Jupiter too. I mean, that's where it all went down.
Exactly.
All right, that's funny. I love that shirt. That's so good.
Yay!
Yeah. So he sounded like he was thoroughly enjoying his weekend. He was saying they do something crazy I have not seen. He said that they have poles up on the ceiling that run across like where the rafters are, and he said this girl got on my back and was straddling it. And she's like, I'm going to walk on your back. And she was grabbing onto the poles up there and walking across his back. I'm like, oh, my gosh, how that feels. He's like, it was amazing.
He loved it because he loves a deep tissue.
Okay, yeah.
I don't.
I am the same. I do not want to lay there for an hour in pain. I've had that. I'm like, all right, easy. This is not enjoyable.
I like a light, like a gentle, like almost like a tickling massage.
Right.
I do
I want
not
to feel good. I mean, I'm paying this amount of money to be in pain.
He likes to have, he'll ask me to do it because I have like bony elbows. Look at how bony my elbow is. That is bony.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, they're like weapons.
They're weapons.
They look like do you sharpen that thing off at the end?
Yes. I grind it on a knife grinder. So he likes me to take my bony elbow and jam it into his back. No. And then with all the weight of my body, like move it around. And I'm like, dude, this is a workout. Like, I try not to get this much exercise. I can't.
Right.
So, yeah, I had to call in the reinforcements and have somebody else do it. But if you like it deep,
Okay.
that place right there.
Place to do it. Okay.
It's the same plaza where Food Shack is and the Chubby Salmon.
Okay.
That little plaza right there on Indiantown Road in Jupiter.
But not called the Orchids of Asia anymore.
No, Orchids of Asia's gone.
Okay. Just a dream, huh?
Now it's just fun memories from the past.
How you doing after the daylight saving time?
Whew, it threw us for a loop.
Threw me for a loop too. Yeah.
Sunday morning was rough.
Yeah, it got me. Yeah, I was running crazy on Sunday. I was kind of like I missed that hour. It was odd. I had I ran out the door with something I really needed and left it, and I was all a mess. And then last night was so thrown off. Lost 2 hours of sleep last night. I just could not. The body did not want to. It's like, what are you doing?
Right. It is a circadian rhythm, and you may not think it is, but it really is.
Right.
And when you mess with it, you mess with yourself. You mess with your psyche, physically, mentally.
Yeah, they say if your ticker's on the fritz, you need to ease into Monday. That's what they say. Yeah, but this is one of the next couple of days, some of the biggest days in the whole year for heart attacks.
Don't upset your system if you're already fragile.
Right, exactly.
Take it easy.
You got to chill. So I feel like you get kind of a coast morning here today. You know, you need to just like tell your boss, be like, hey, I'm still, daylight saving time, brah.
Got me.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this thing back eased in. So we're going to ease into it here for this week. But we're up and running today on YouTube. You can go and check out the KVJ Show. Just go and look for us. Make sure you subscribe. Click that like button while you're there. Not sure how you're moving around here today. It seems like the daylight saving time is wrecking with everybody. So just everything's kind of off. And then this is the day, too. I'm just even kind of looking around our own studio. And there are clocks that are just off. Some of them are right. Some of them are wrong. And there's that double take that you're going to be doing all day long and be like, wait a minute, is it still 5:21?
Is that clock right?
It's not. So I don't mean to mess everybody up because it is 6:21. But yeah, not everything does. You would think every clock today in the world would automatically update, and it does not.
Some things that I thought would did not. And then things that I'm like, oh, that updated without me. Okay.
So if you're just a person like me, and for us, time is kind of important with what we do here.
Time is probably the most important.
It really is kind of important. So when you're looking around all morning, you're like, wait, what hour is this again?
What time is it?
Yeah, it really messes with you. So if I give you the wrong hour, I apologize. I'm doing my best here today. We're all just trying to get through it, and Jbird is trying to get back on it. He has been out last Monday. He went and got a hip replacement surgery.
That's right. So today it's 7 days.
Yeah, and usually here about, a week to 2 weeks, you're kind of down and out a little bit, kind of get moving. And it all seems to be different. I've talked to so many people now that I never knew that we're having hip issues and all that kind of stuff. And it does kind of vary. But it seems like for the most part, you give it a good week and you're kind of getting back there. It looks like Jbird's getting up and getting moving a little bit.
Yeah, there's a video on our Instagram. If you want to see the most recent update, you can see he's up and he's in the walker and he's moving around. And you can see the inside of his house. It's looking good.
Inside of his house is looking really good.
Like a toy museum.
It's really amazing. Yeah, all the little knickknacks he's got all over that thing. If you go to KVJ's Instagram or other social media pages, you can go see it. But here's a little bit of what he had to say as to when he might be coming back to join the show.
Me, Jbird, Denny's, and my dad. Woohoo! And I'm just doing my walking right now, a little hip update. I'm up on my walker. I'm walking on my feet. I'm feeling good. And I think I'm going to hopefully be back on Wednesday, but that's up to the doctor.
Okay. Well, we will see. He's got a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and then they've got to kind of clear to what level he is. And, we're thinking about it, even if he can't get in here, that hopefully we'll be able to maybe patch him in, hopefully from his house.
From his house. Yeah, that'd be great. That would be the risk-free way to do it, because if you don't want to get him, just getting here would be so hard with that walker. Yeah,
and I imagine he's got a lot of things set up right there that kind of help him through the day, that it would be tough to transport all those things here and have them set up and be like, just be cool and chill. And
he's got the podcast studio that he built out for the Weird and Whatever. So, put him on camera, put that Juicy Daddy on camera.
Oh, yeah, his dad is there. He's in that video. You can see him, baby. He's sitting there. So he's got a good little support system with him. And Denny's, you went over to see Jbird over the weekend. Took him a nice little care package, which I'm sure really helped him out. Seems like he's moving okay. And his spirits seems like he's kind of getting back to the same old Bird that we know.
It's true, yes. It was looking good. It was fun. It was just fun to sit and chat. It's been, a week. I don't even know how it's been for you over here, just getting little updates and stuff. But yeah. I think he said for the first 3 days, all he really did was sleep.
Yeah, I can't imagine. You're probably groggy, and you come in and out and take your meds and go back to bed. And
That's why I think some of the meds are stronger, so they kind of knock you out a little bit.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was like, the sleep is probably the best thing for you. That's going to help your body repair.
Exactly. You heal when you sleep. So sleep, sleep, sleep.
Yeah. So I can kind of tell he's getting a little bit more stir crazy. I'm hearing from him a little bit more. I've been trying not to bother him, but I'm hearing more from the Bird. It's good to hear from him.
Good.
Yes. As he feels better, I think he wants to jump back in, but I think he's just waiting for the cue.
I can tell he's ready.
Yeah, I had Panda texting him yesterday. I'm like, just see how he's doing. Text him and talk to him. And he's like, okay.
Yeah. He's like, I got a couple stories. I'm like, just wait till you get back.
Write it down.
Right. I'm not going to tell your stories. We'll let you tell them.
He still has weird things happen to him while he's, out, too.
Of course.
Yeah, amazingly, more people prowling around his house.
Yes.
Again?
He was saying somebody had a flashlight, was looking in his windows at like 9:30 p.m.
Yeah.
It's so odd that he's just always had prowl. Like, I've never had anything like that.
Was the
Not
Juicy Daddy there when this happened?
He wasn't.
Oh, too bad. Randy would have sprung into action.
Yeah, I think he saw it after on his cameras. I don't think he noticed it at the moment, or if he did, he went and reviewed it later.
A lot of people are doing that. When I go on Nextdoor, there's so many videos of people posting up prowlers and weird people walking around their houses at all hours of the night that we probably, obviously, was happening before we had all these cameras, and now you know just how many people are prowling around your houses.
Well, our cameras are motion detection activated. So as soon as they detect motion, they start recording, and then they send us the video of whoever it is in the yard. I know this because Magnolia was home from FSU this weekend, and she and her friends came home at like 3 a.m. So it detected the motion in the yard, and her and her girlfriends are coming up the driveway. And so the next morning in church, Rocco's showing me the video. Look, Mom, she came home at 3 a.m. Her and her girlfriends.
There needs to be some law.
Rocco's trying to enforce the law.
Well, there must be some weird camera, or maybe this is the one you have, but so I walk my dog in the mornings when it's still dark and no one's up yet before I come to work. There's these cameras they have out that are motion sensor, but when they detect you, they wait about 5 seconds, and when they detect you, they do a loud whistle. They go, like,
yeah.
What is that? But I set them off as I walk through the neighborhood. I set off almost every single one I walk by.
My girlfriend's got it. So you can load it up with whatever sound you want. And when it clicks on and it detects motion, it's letting you know it's recording you.
That's what I could tell.
Yeah, you can put like a whistle in there. You can put my girlfriend's, hers goes, hey, just to let you know, you're being recorded.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You can have it.
So there's no confusion. And if anybody's creeping up on her house, when it goes on and starts recording you, it's telling you you're being recorded.
Yep. It's so loud. I feel like I'm disrupting families as I walk by.
I mean, you're walking the dog. If you're out by the street, it might be a little too sensitive.
Well, so yeah, depending on some of the houses, depending on the house, like they have longer driveways than others. The shorter driveways, I always set off as I walk by, and it does this loud, like...
It's letting you know.
Yeah.
Just in case you were there to burglarize, it's letting you know we're watching you.
I kept thinking I was getting tweets. Like, I thought it sounds just like the noise that the Facebook chime makes.
Either that or you're getting catcalled.
Yeah, which I'll take.
Stop looking so sexy on them morning walks.
Yeah.
Not to get you scared, but you've got spring break coming up in about another week. And kids are going to have just 5 days, be running wild. It's almost kind of like a precursor to summer break when you got to worry about them for a couple months. You get a taste of it coming up in about a week. So what are you going to do to occupy their time? Well, if you're looking for some projects that can actually be good for their mind and keep them busy and out of your hair, or getting those calls all day long, be like, Mom, check out something called Crunch Labs. You said that your son Rocco's gotten into this, and he's all consumed with it right now.
He loves it. So they send to the house what they call a build box. And it's a whole entire like robotics or a toy or some kind of fun thing every month. It's a different one. And the kids build it and then they play with it. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty impressive because they literally have to like put all the components together and there's instructions, and he's done it before where he's, put it together wrong and had to take it apart and put it back together, but it keeps him occupied.
Okay.
And it keeps him doing, learning stuff because it's like a STEM thing. It's like engineering. The guy that came up with it is like a former NASA engineer.
Okay.
And now has this company Crunch Labs. And there's a whole YouTube channel. It's really
that's cool. That's smart. So they watch the YouTube and it is an instructional video on how to build the things that they're getting?
Yes. And then this guy that started it also does like bigger projects on his YouTube channel as well. Mm-hmm. He's really crafty. It's really awesome. But the Crunch Labs, you don't have to buy the every month subscription. You can do as little or as much as you want.
Right.
Because it is a little expensive.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, you can break it up and do only a couple of them, or you can just do one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how long does it take to put one of those things together? So when you get it for your kid, how long are they occupied?
So Rocco usually is occupied with the build box for about 6-7 hours.
Okay.
So they put it together, and then they test it out, and then they tweak it, and then they put it together. And it's a fun project.
Yeah. That does sound really cool.
He was so proud of it, what he built, and he was showing it to his sister and all of her friends this weekend.
Way to get the chicks.
Yeah, there's pride in that. And the chicks were very impressed.
Oh, I bet, yeah. That's awesome. How many of them has he done so far?
I say he's done about 4 of them.
Okay, all right. So
one had a slingshot that you build that was like running off of a battery source.
So is this stuff that they can get put together and then torture their parents with it?
100%.
Oh, okay. So maybe you might want to check and see what these projects are.
Or the siblings, whoever they want to torture.
Okay.
They can build little fun engineering projects. But it really is cool because it gets their mind working,
right.
And they learn how to circuit boards and all that.
Smart. It's called Crunch Labs, you said.
Crunch Labs, yeah. And
okay.
Look at the YouTube page as well and see what this guy, Mark Rober is his name. Go see all the fun videos this guy has come up with. He's really crafty.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that say, my kids do it. Son is 8. He's subscribes to Crunch Labs. He's occupied for at least an hour. He builds it and then he plays with it for a whole day.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. So if you've got a kid that loves putting stuff together, Crunch Labs might be it, huh?
It's the same pride that, Rocco takes when he's in the kitchen and he helps cook something that he loves to eat it. When they build a toy of engineering caliber, then they're just like, whoa, I built this. He's showing it off to the neighbors, plays with it all day. It's very cute.
That is cool. Okay, well, there you go. Something to do. Crunch Labs. I never knew that you could get so injured playing video games. But they say that video game injuries are on the rise, and you can absolutely get hurt playing a video game.
I saw somebody eat it so hard at the Extreme Action Adventure Park. They were playing that video game, that Dance Revolution.
Right, yes.
Okay, he had taken off his shoes. So already he was preparing for battle.
Yeah, he was serious.
But he forgot a crucial part, which was his long pant leg. And so while he's dancing, his big old foot gets caught up in his pant leg, and he ate it in front of all these hot chicks, and they were roaring with laughter. You can absolutely hurt yourself playing a video game.
I remember, was it 20 years ago, the era of the Wii, which is a more athletic video game system where people were using the controllers and doing all this stuff, and people were chucking them through their flat screen TVs.
Yes.
And they were hurting themselves and getting all tripped up. All the injuries that came from that. Yeah, these are different things. In fact, there's a nurse in Taiwan that says a college student suffered a brain hemorrhage after gaming nonstop for 4 days and 3 nights.
Oh, my.
Which absolutely, that is insane.
A hemorrhage?
A hemorrhage, yeah.
Dude.
And they say, too, with some of the graphics and the way the lights go off, that it does sometimes it's tickling your brain, basically. And sometimes that's not good, especially with increased exposure. In fact, there's some games I was looking actually create more trauma than some other games do. And so you got to kind of know what you're playing and saying this game may come with a increased warning of what it's doing to your sensory overload.
You know what didn't do that? Jbird.
There wasn't anything.
Let's go back old school, y'all.
You got to go back to 8-bit.
Jbird is not giving nobody a hemorrhage.
No, it never did. We're all safe.
Let's dial it back.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy. So I'm just kind of curious if you've ever experienced anything like that. I got hurt playing a video game. Thankfully, I don't think I have.
Denny's is the one in here that is probably the most prolific gamer. What's the longest you've ever played for, Denny's?
So, yeah, some people have the ability just to play all day and they'll sit in bed all day. And I don't necessarily play that long. I'd say I try to get like an hour in, and then I'll take a day off an hour, stuff like that. I try to pace it out. But I've seen a lot of injuries go down.
No hemorrhage for you. What injuries have you seen?
So a lot of times it's fighting post game, but like what you were saying with the Wii era, because the controller was pretty interactive, you had to kind of move it in all different directions. I've seen a lot of those go into televisions, and the new televisions are weird. Like the old televisions, you hit it would ricochet right off. The new ones, you hit a corner just right and the whole panel goes out. It's crazy.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
This tech that they're coming out with is also fragile. So when you break it, you have to replace it.
Yeah, no, that's kind of the way it goes, right?
I've seen one go through a window.
Oh.
That's another popular spot.
Well, we need some baseball redemption here. I need redemption on a first pitch, and Denny's needs redemption on this game where he only got 1 out of 5. Last time he played it. It is the Denny's baseball match game here. And we've got everybody from Sherry, who is going with 1 correct. We got Jillian in Royal Palm. She's at 3. We got Christine, Lake Worth Beach at 2. John, Port St. Lucie's at 4. Anthony at 5.
Yeah, I think we got it pretty lined up.
Okay.
That's the thing about this cat, though. He's unpredictable with his sports knowledge.
I know, right?
It's really unpredictable is a great word for it.
I love that he showed up to our last baseball outing at Roger Dean with a shirt that just says sports across the front.
There's an athletic font.
Just to let everybody know, I am here for the athleticism.
That was pretty amazing.
I told the gate, I was like, I'm here for the sports happening today in here. They were like, all right.
I hear sports is about to break out.
I want to see some sports today.
I'm a big supporter of sports.
Okay, so what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be naming the city. Denny's has to give me the name of the Major League Baseball team that plays in that city.
Okay, all right. This is tougher, but you got this.
Okay, Virginia, last time you said he was going to get 2. He got 1 out of 5 correct. How many did you get this time?
I'm going to say 2 again.
Going to go with 2.
Yeah,
I think that's safe. Yeah.
It's safe.
Okay. All right. Well, then that would be favoring Christine in Lake Worth Beach. I'm sure she's hoping that you are correct. Okay, Denny's, the first one I got here for you. The city, Kansas City. Kansas City is home
City.
to what is the name of their Major League Baseball team?
Gosh.
In Kansas City.
I feel like it's a bird.
Okay.
The Kansas City.
Pigeons.
Pigeons is not bad.
That was a joke.
Yeah. It's not pigeon. It's not swallow. What bird could this be? The Kansas City Cardinals.
Kansas City Cardinals. There is a team that's called the Cardinals that plays in Missouri. It's just on the other side of the state, unfortunately.
You were so close.
That city's divided in half.
I kind of knew where you were going with it, but yeah. Yeah.
We can see your brain working.
Kansas City has the Royals.
The Royals. Gosh, I would have never got that.
If we held a gun to his head.
Go Missouri.
Okay, 0 for 1. All right, next up. When I say Texas, what is the Major League Baseball team associated with Texas?
You got this.
Yeah, I know.
The Texas Longhorns.
Texas Longhorns, that is an actual team, but it's not in baseball. It's college.
Gosh.
Okay.
What's the Texas
It should
team?
be, though. I'd like to see them do a baseball team named the Longhorns, just for confusion.
Well, they do for college, yeah.
What are they called?
They're called the Rangers.
The Rangers.
Texas Ranger. I want to be a Texas Ranger. Okay, what about this one, Denny's? The city is Baltimore.
Oh, gosh, these are also just terrible.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah. What is the baseball team associated?
Gosh, why do I feel like there's a bird associated with this team, too? I feel like a lot of these are birds.
A lot of birds. There are a lot of birds.
You're right.
Okay, lean in on that.
The Baltimore Blackbirds.
Baltimore Blackbirds. It's the Orioles.
Orioles.
Kind of close on that one.
Orioles?
He should get a half point.
Yeah, that would throw the entire game off Virginia. I'd love to, but
No.
We have to have rules.
we do, yeah. There's got to be some kind of law around here.
Gosh, people are probably screaming at their radio. I can only imagine.
Okay, here we go. All right, your fourth team plays in Detroit. Detroit's Major League Baseball team. Yes, I know, it's crazy. They've got a Major League Baseball team. Detroit would be the...
tax exemptions. Right? Aren't they business tax exempt? I don't know. The Detroit, the dogs. Detroit
Okay.
dogs.
They're Tigers.
Tigers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Tigers. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, are there any like tigers just roaming around Detroit? I've been there several times. I've never seen just a... They got tigers and lions.
It wouldn't be safe.
You wouldn't think so. Apparently, a lot of big cats in the Motor City.
There was one person that guessed one. I hope I get it for him here.
That's all we're down to. We're
Towards
Just
the end.
one.
It's Sherry and Port St. Lucie or nobody, I think.
Finish strong. Get one.
Okay. The final one we're going to do is for the team that plays in Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, it's a Florida team, Major League Baseball, named after a Florida type of creature.
All right.
All right. We're getting some hints for this one. I like it.
In the water.
Not the Buccaneers because they played the football.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Work it out, baby.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Yes.
You can hear it.
Tampa.
Wheels are churning.
Tampa. And it's an aquatic creature, you say?
Yeah.
Aquatic.
Is it the Stingrays?
It is the, you know what? It's the Devil Rays, and I am going to give you credit on that.
Devil Rays.
Devil Rays, yeah. That's what they,
Is that even
or they kind of just go with the Rays.
All right,
now,
all
So
right.
that's why I'm going to give it to you, because that's kind of the credit for the name.
Yes. I
Yay.
visualized there was like a manta ray of some sort with those guys.
Yes. Yeah, pulled that one out of the fire
Oh,
for Sherry
yes.
in Port St. Lucie. Sherry, congratulations. You'll be joining us at Roger Dean Stadium now because of Denny's heroics.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I told you, Sherry. I was like, man, I'm only probably going to get one of these.
I think we've kind of found your number.
Yeah.
And you needed the Kevin hint.
Devil Rays.
Devil Ray?
Devil Rays. There you go.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, I don't know if you heard about the commotion at Rihanna's house. It sounds like somebody shot off a gun on Sunday. Now, Rihanna was home at the time. Police say a woman in her 30s drove near the front of Rihanna's property and fired several rounds from her vehicle in the direction of Rihanna's house.
That's
now,
crazy.
Police responded quickly. They were able to grab the woman that did this, and they're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. When we know more, we'll tell you more. But yeah, Rihanna was home at the time. Horrifying.
Yeah, that's really what's unbelievable. 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And she rolls up in a Tesla and has like an AR-15 and is firing at, like,
Gosh.
what's the motivation? What is going on?
What
the world
is
just
going
crazy?
on?
Yeah, who knows? But thankfully she is in a house with big gates because they definitely protected her.
Well, Logan Paul has been running his mouth. I don't know if you've seen any of the videos all over social media of Logan Paul calling out NFL players. Now, at first he was like, I'll fight any NFL player. And people were like, NFL players are not going to fight you for $1 million if they're currently playing. You have to fight guys that are like retired, because current guys, $1 million is not worth it for them to possibly get hurt and then throw away their NFL career. So then, yeah, he started calling out retired players. And so it looked like Le'Veon Bell and Logan Paul were going to fight. And then Logan Paul got a call from the WWE, and they said, oh, no, you can't fight Le'Veon or any other players. Do you believe this, or is this all just a hype setup?
Probably hype. Le'Veon Bell, he came back on. There was a clip from both gentlemen. You got to see where Logan Paul was on a podcast when he, supposedly got the call from the WWE. And
he just so happened to be on a podcast when the call came in.
Yeah, and they were just like, man, you can't do it. And then Le'Veon Bell, he came back later. He's like, that is the ultimate duck job I've ever seen. He staged a call on a podcast to make it look like after I'd agreed to box him that he couldn't fight. He said, this is sparring. He said, that's crazy. And they cited, yes, you are contracted to the MMA or the what was it?
WWE.
Yeah, that's right. His brother does the other one. And so they're just like, all right, so you can't do it because, we don't want you to risk anything to get hurt and keep you from being able to do what your contracted job is with the WWE. So they said no. But, he had been doing this for days in advance.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, the way things go, trust me, I know when I'm saying something out of pocket, I usually find out pretty much right then and there. Be like, hey, by the way, that's not going to happen. Like, we're not going to greenlight that. Legal's not going to let that happen. That's how it usually goes. He probably at least had to save face if the whole thing wasn't just a hype job all the way. I mean, that's the only thing with the Paul brothers and these guys. I mean, they're always trying to thrive on hype to get people talking about stuff.
It's very performative.
Yeah, he's had this ongoing thing. I'm sure there's some kind of deal. He and Tom Brady are going back and forth about, saying he's not a true athlete, couldn't hang with football players. And so I assume there's some kind of deal where they're equally trying to troll each other to build up hype. That's what today's game is, Virginia. It's a hype game.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I am all about, though, a real fight. When two people get in the ring that are really, mad at each other, and one of them is a young punk calling people out, that's the kind of fight I want to watch. So I hope that in the future they can get somebody in there that will whip Logan Paul's ass from the NFL. That would make me really happy.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are probably some guys right now that could do it, or at least like a shot at it. But as long as he's with WWE, I guess it's not going to happen.
Oh.
No boxing for you.
And finally here, Justin Bieber had a tense run-in with paparazzi while leaving a sushi restaurant in West Hollywood. Photographers, as they always do, were kind of crowding around trying to get a picture, and Bieber was trying to hide his face, and in frustration threw a water bottle at the paparazzi. This continues his long-running frustrations with them because they love to get pictures of him, and he apparently does not like to be photographed. So, you know what? Order in. There's this wonderful thing called DoorDash. If you want to have sushi and you don't want paparazzi to get your picture, get that sushi delivered.
I just don't know why he handles the paparazzi this way. He is always making an issue, and it just brings them out more, and he's giving them exactly what they want. And your smartest play, if you could learn to control your emotions, which I know it's easier said than done, I know, but but if you could just take a deep breath, smile and wave, be like, hey, guys, and just walk on by. You don't give them stuff like this, because when you throw a water bottle at them now, they have something to sell. They're going to make some money, and that means that they're going to come back, but next time even harder at you. So every time you handle it like this, you're only creating your own problem worse.
Right. If you hate this as much as you say, don't give them the fuel to make more money from your pictures.
Right. Yeah, in fact, if you check it out, I mean, you got a little bit of audio here from this, but it's enough that they sell it today, and it's made today's dirt. There you go, water bottle. All right, cool. Got what we needed. We'll see you next time. Except we're going to bring 35 new friends with us.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Think fast, think fast. If you don't come in first, you might as well be last. Think fast.
Oh, man, I got to tell you, coming off of the daylight saving, hit me. I always talk about it. I knew it was coming. Still hit me hard. I was yesterday, I'm trying to tell myself, I'm like, get all ready for this. I did my day before, trying to prepare on Saturday, getting to bed early. And then something happened. It was right about my bedtime on the clock. And I just went, I'm wide awake. Let's party. I don't know what happened. I was like, oh, man, 2 hours. I couldn't get to sleep last night.
Oh, no.
Oh, just awful. I don't know if anybody else is struggling with it, but yeah, just still trying to get in the groove.
Yeah, well, so the baby doesn't know that daylight savings is a thing. So you just adjust your time. He was up for an extra 2 hours too last night.
Yeah, right.
He was up till 10 last night.
Ooh.
I know, it sucked. It just was how it went.
Yeah,
We
I
lost
think
an hour.
I think they say for a lot of people, expect 3 to 4 days to kind of get yourself so that you're a little bit back in the groove. So got to be a little bit of grace, a little bit of patience with people this week as we try to get our bodies back into shape after having to go into daylight saving time. Because we always going to keep switching it.
Apparently.
We never going to stop,
I just
Virginia.
don't get it.
Yeah, it never going to stop.
It's annoying.
It's really annoying. All right, so let's see how awake you guys are today. Jbird might be back with us even this week, we hope. Maybe earliest by Wednesday, so we'll see how that goes. But another head-to-head round today, Virginia versus Denny's. All right, first off, tell me something that you would have in your wallet that starts with the letter I.
Insurance card.
Yeah, we can go with that. I'll go with insurance. Why not?
Trying to think of the word ID. I was trying to think of the word identification.
With all the teenage driving drama that Magnolia has got us in,
Yeah.
I learned to keep mine on me.
Okay. You know a thing or two about insurance.
Turns out they're going to need it a lot.
It's good to have.
Okay, next up. Something that comes in a pair that starts with the letter S.
Socks.
What'd you say,
say?
Virginia?
Shoe. He said socks and shoes. I
Yeah,
said
socks
shoes.
and shoes.
Together we're socks. I think he was first.
I don't know. It was tough.
He
You gonna
was.
give him the point?
Yeah, I think he was first.
Thank you. I needed that. I needed it.
Gosh, I feel like, I'm not sure you did get it, but and I feel like she's just toying with you. I feel like
Yeah.
she's setting you up with a point because she's like, no, she wants to give you one. And then she's going to come. Denny's, this is where you got to just take
All right.
this game over.
I've been
You
practicing.
know what? She is throwing you like sympathy points and everything. Just saying, I am going to run all over this cat.
I can
I'm
feel
just
it.
trying to keep it fair.
Yeah, I could feel it. I knew what was happening, Kevin.
Okay, something that you write with that starts with the letter M.
Marker.
Told you she was just toying with
I
you.
know it. I could feel it. I need another one immediately.
You're a ball of yarn. She's just batting you around over here.
Like
I
a
don't know how
cat
you-
toy.
You're so quick. How do you have M loaded?
I don't know.
Just she was ready.
Witch power.
All right, Virginia goes up 2-1 right now, and think fast. Okay. Something that moves fast that starts with the letter R.
Roller coaster.
Jeez, man.
I was starting the word rhino, and you already had roller coaster out.
All right, Virginia 3, producer Denny's in his sympathy point 1.
All right. It's still there, though. Hold on. I can come back. Let me 2 more of these.
You got this.
All right. Something you shouldn't touch that starts with the letter E.
Expensive things. I needed something.
That's not a great answer, but I'm going to
All
tell
right,
you.
thank you. Thank you. I got 1 Kevin sympathy point, 1 Virginia sympathy
That's
point.
all it is. You're at 2 sympathy points right
Yes.
now, and you're only 1 behind.
You got this.
This is going well for you.
Yes.
Okay, next up, think fast. Something in your bathroom that starts with the letter P.
I don't know.
Starts with the letter P in your bathroom.
Plants.
You've,
We keep plants in the bathroom for oxygen.
Paper.
you know what that would be? Yeah, plants. I guess you can do that.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
hard.
Kind of hoping for plunger, but
Oh my God. What an obvious answer.
Both of our brains broke.
I was like, I don't know, petunias.
daylight savings, brah.
Daylight savings, bruh.
I'm struggling.
All right, tied 3 apiece.
Okay.
Next point wins. Denny's is patting the hand with 2 sympathy points. Let's see if he can write it to a big victory here. Okay, give me something that you go to court for that starts with the letter C.
Child custody. Been there, done that.
I would have never came up with child custody.
And I hope you never have to.
You're right.
Denny's, that was quite a fight, and it was much better than your baseball town quiz.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
So you're improving on the points.
Hopefully I keep
You're
going
waking
up today.
We need Bird to come back so you can stop with all this heavy lifting we're putting on you.
He's
Denny's.
nice because he takes half of the loss with me.
Right.
I can share the loss with him.
And the pressure of performing by yourself.
So much better.
Virginia, you might be able to chime in on this. This mad mama wants to know if she's going to be a jerk for robbing her daughter senior year by refusing for her to go to spring break. That is ultimately her question here. And she says in her email, she said, my daughter's a senior in high school. She wants to do a spring break with her friends in Key West. Now, I listen to y'all from New Jersey, and all I know about Key West is what I hear on your show. So all I know is all the drinking. My daughter says, no, that's not it at all. That's not why we're going to Key West. She says all they want to do is the water sports stuff. They want to lay out on the beach, get a little bit of sunshine, and maybe go see that creepy Robert the Doll. Now, my daughter is a good girl. She's a good student, and she's going to be graduating soon. I just can't help think that she's going to be unsupervised away from me 1,300 miles doing God knows what. Plus, there's a girl or two that I'm not too fond of that I know are drinkers that are joining this party.
There always is. There's always a squirrely girl in the group.
Right, and that's it. And so the mom is, trying to discourage that, but they've already got their little team together. Now, all my daughter needs is my permission, but she also needs $500. The trip is budgeted at $1,000 for each girl, but my daughter has only half saved up. Now, I can swing the $500, but it would hurt. So should I do this so my daughter can make these memories, or should I play it safe and not?
Question. Is this a sanctioned trip with a group from her high school that is supervised by some sort of entity or parents, or is it sanctioned? Or is this just a group of girls going down to Key West and they're 17?
Group girls going to Key West that are 17.
Yeah, I don't think I would let that fly just because it needs to be something. They're not 18 yet. And I know they think they're fully grown.
I think there's one girl or two that's 18, so they've got the adult that's in the group.
But your daughter is not 18.
No.
Your daughter's 17, and we don't let our 17-year-old travel from Jersey to Key West with no grown-ups on the trip. That's going to be a no, and I'm so sorry. But show me something where there's adult supervision, at least light adult supervision, or some kind of sanctioned trip with, Magnolia School had this when they were all seniors. They paid like $50 a month for like 8 months. And then all of them went together. They traveled together. They had supervisors, like camp counselors. It wasn't like, moms and dads were there. That wasn't at all it. It was like camp counselors were there. And guided activity. They set up excursions. The girls weren't dealing one-on-one with the jet ski guy, the parasail guy. I don't want my 17-year-old negotiating water sports in the Keys without parental supervision.
What if they switched the destination to Orlando and did theme parks instead of doing Key West?
I do like the way that sounds a little better, because when you're in the theme park, it's more of a controlled environment.
Right.
Key West is wild, baby.
Yeah, that's what I think too. And as you're talking about that, when you go into one of the theme parks, you're not negotiating or trying to book all those individual rides with all these unregulated people. It's Disney or it's Universal, basically, or your main two, or SeaWorld. But you know how much protections that they've taken at that point.
I still would want somebody to be in charge in Orlando that's an adult.
Well, there's two girls that are adults.
In that scenario, I'm looking for someone 21 or older.
I gotcha.
Just because, this teenage brain is not fully developed. And not only do they make bad choices, but they also don't see danger like I do.
Yeah.
I want to know somebody's there who sees danger and can spot danger before danger happens. Yeah. A sober companion for these girls who's over 21.
Okay, well, I'm asking KVJ TV right now, if you were this mama, would you let your 17-year-old go with her friends for spring break to Key West from Jersey? And right now, 73% of people are saying no, that's a no-go.
You're not a bad mom for caring and protecting. And I know these teenagers are going to make you feel so crappy and they're going to come down on you hard and they're going to be so sad. But maybe you can offer an alternative plan, offer other choices, maybe something on the Jersey Shore, maybe something, you know, at a place closer to home where somebody can be a parental supervisor. These kids are just, it's dangerous out there nowadays.
Yeah, the girls want to get in the sunshine.
It's not like it was back in the 80s and 90s when we grew up. Like, it's scary.
Yeah. Well, you know, other people are saying, too, there's a lot of nightlife in Orlando, so even if they did that trip instead, maybe a suggestion is you can go if one mom, you're right, an adult,
pick
somebody
a mom.
overage, yeah.
So one mom, it would change the whole look of this.
Right, yeah. Okay, so that is a no-go. So just so you know, if you're listening to us in Jersey, do not be sending your young daughters down here for spring break.
She's going to be mad, but you know what? It's not your job to be her friend and make her happy. It's your job to protect her because she's young and dumb.
Yeah, I think Key West, it sounds like, is going to really be going off this spring break because you've got some issues in Mexico. Some parents aren't too, right now, thrilled about sending their kids there. So that's going to cut down some of the stuff. Going international right now, parents may be like, nah, not going to do that.
Crazy.
Right, exactly. So they're saying that they
not go international right now.
Right. So I think they think that Key West is going to get hit really hard.
I think you're right. I really do think you're right.
Yeah. My daughter's actually going to be doing the 7 Mile Bridge run. You ever heard that they do?
Yes.
Yes, they shut down the 7 Mile Bridge, and then you have basically 2 hours to get yourself across the bridge, or then they come pick you up and make you go. But they shut down the bridge for 2 hours.
Run fast, Forrest.
Yeah, right, which is very frustrating to anybody else that is going to be running. But, you know, it's been a long time since I've gone down there and hung out, and I'm always looking for a hidden little gem. And as I kind of look, because I don't know that we're going to go all the way to Key West. We'll be at the 7 Mile Bridge, so we're going to be more marathon. And so, you know, at that point, I don't know if you drive all the way down just to say hey to Duval.
It depends on what you're looking for.
But there's so many cool little places, and I'm trying to add a whole bunch of them because I keep finding all these little bars and stuff like that that's almost kind of off the beaten path. In fact, one of them, it looks like you got to kind of go back quite a ways, but then you're right on the water. And I've seen photos. I'm like, that looks amazing. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes. Give us the hidden gems.
That's exactly what I need. I need something like that where you're like, okay, yeah, we stopped at this cool little bar that was right on the water. Like I see there's everything from Lazy Days restaurant to Real Catch restaurant. That's kind of more Isla Morada. They got some stuff there, so
there's 2
stuff from my
moose lodges on the way down to Key West, too.
Okay, I'm not a moose, though, Virginia.
My girlfriends were doing the whole moose discovery. It's fun.
Okay, and you said maybe your daughter Magnolia might be doing her own little spring break in Key West.
Yeah, she's got some sorority sisters that want to do Key West. I think everybody's going to do Key West.
Okay, yeah. It sounds like that's where everybody's going.
Brace yourself, Key West.
Okay.
They're coming in hot.
You said your daughter Magnolia is going to be doing her spring break in Key West like so many other people.
Yes, she and some of her sorority sisters, they got 2 hotel rooms.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Now, do they have a problem renting it? Because people were talking about these high school girls saying, how do they even rent a room? Well, what age do you have to be to even get some of these rooms?
So there are girls in the group that are 21.
Okay.
Mag's about to be 21. Can you believe that?
I know, right?
Mags is going to be 21 in a week, or in a couple of weeks.
Do you have a big blowout for her 21st planned?
I think we're going to go up to Tallahassee.
Okay.
And she wants to get thrown in the fountain, which is a big thing at FSU.
Okay. All right.
I'm like, really? All right.
Okay.
When I was 21, I did not want to get thrown in a fountain.
If it's what the kids do.
That's what they do. That's a big FSU thing. So she's going to get thrown in the fountain with her friend. They're both going to get thrown in the fountain together, and we're going to go out to dinner and have a fun time there.
Fun. Okay, that's good. Now, apparently one of the girls is excited because they got a poolside room, which is awesome because the views are fantastic. But now they're worried that the views may not be fantastic.
So half the group paid for the upgrade to have a poolside room with the view. And they were like, ooh, that's fun. We're going to hang out in that room and, be able to enjoy the view, sit on the balcony, all that.
Right. Yeah.
And then one of the girls' moms read the fine print on the hotel reservation. Yeah. And the balcony is actually overlooking the clothing optional pool. And I don't know if you've seen the kind of individuals that enjoy the clothing optional scene in Key West. It's not young, hot college people. It's usually older men with older testicles.
There's a lot of undesirable nudity.
There's a lot of bending
Keys.
Over. And
yeah.
I don't know if you want to really be poolside for the clothing optional Key West pool.
No, there's a lot of gross naked in the Keys. Yeah, it's probably a bad idea. Well, so now the unfortunate room is going to be the one that is actually poolside.
Yes.
Nobody wants that room now.
That will be the room where the curtains stay drawn or undrawn. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
They closed.
Some of the comments about heading down to Key West. Someone said, Key West is strict. Fake IDs don't work well. Also, hotels are strict. 25 to 10 a room or Airbnb, even with permission, you may end up having to pick them up or pay for alternate plans further north. Beaches in Key West suck. It's about sex, drugs, and alcohol.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Fun times, right? RT. Yes.
Is it too late to get in the bushes? I might have to go.
Yeah, right. Even with your daughter almost 21. Now, my daughter is going to be going down. She's going down for the run of the 7 Mile Bridge. She's now become a big runner. She just ran the Treasure Coast Marathon a week ago, did 26.2 miles for the first time.
This one will be a breeze compared to the marathon she just finished.
Well, I just can't imagine. Could you have a more beautiful trek anywhere? Like, I would almost run it. I hate running, but I mean, just to be on that bridge, I'd walk it. I think that might be better for me.
There you go, Daddy.
But yeah, it looks amazing. And somebody said because the bridge is not mounted to the ocean floor, it actually bounces with the runners running across the bridge.
What?
The bridge travels up and down about 2 inches.
The bridge isn't mounted to the floor?
That's crazy.
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's a new experience. Yeah, it'll be fun to check out. We haven't been to the Keys for a hot minute, so I know there's a lot of cool little places that have opened up since I've really been down there, and that's what I love finding, is I've really been looking now, and because of social media, I'm seeing so many places be like, I never knew that existed, because you kind of, you fly right through the Keys trying to get to Key West, and you're missing so many great little spots.
Enjoy the journey, because the destination is not necessarily all it's about.
Yeah. So I want to try to find several of those places. Maybe I'll put together a little video of all the cool little spots so that, if you just fly through Isla Mirada and some of those places, there's so many cool little spots. Somebody said, Kev, if you go down to the Keys halfway between Marathon and Key West, Big Pine Key and No Name Key, there's a really cool bar called No Name Pub.
Oh, I love that.
I do. I love that too. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Somebody said Lazy Days in Isla Mirada. Got to check that out. And you got to eat at Key Largo Fisheries. Okay, that's a few.
I love getting the kayaks at Robbie's. I know Robbie's is packed, and I don't love that part of it because packed is not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But if you get in the kayak rental right there, you can kayak over to that little island. Mm-hmm. And that was not packed. And the snorkeling was fun.
Right.
And just the adventure of going to a little island that's marked with historical significance. And there's like once stood like a town center right here, and you can see where it used to be because some of the bricks are still there. Like, that's neat to me.
Yeah, that's what's really cool. Somebody said there's this little hole-in-the-wall place my dad and I used to go, 7 Mile Bridge Grill. Yeah, I think that's Sunset Grill. That's the place that is right there, I think, just on the north side of the bridge, northeast side.
Not a hole in a wall anymore.
No, and
it's
nice.
Nice.
Not. I don't know if maybe she's talking about the same place, because the place we went to had a nice pool out there. Remember that when we stopped?
It was fancy.
Yeah, it was very nice. Very nice. Somebody said you can park and walk to Pigeon Key, which is fully off the grid island, the middle of 7 Mile Bridge.
I've seen that Pigeon Key. I've always wanted to go explore it, but then you're already on the bridge when you see it, and you're like, oh, damn, how do I get over there? I can't jump. Like,
oh, yeah.
You got to either make a plan to do it before or after you get off the bridge.
Right.
Once you're on the bridge, too late.
Okay. Well, I'll try to figure that out. These are all really great suggestions to build on. Another one said, Island Fish Company heading to the Keys is our go-to stop off. The place is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Mimi, for that. So she said you'll definitely not want to miss that either. So really good suggestions. If you got more, you can let us know. 877-979-WRMF. I mean, if you're watching the news, probably the last place where you would want to be right now on planet Earth would be in the Middle East, and, even Dubai. I mean, my goodness, just who knows what's going on, because you got rockets that are flying into some of these countries that are around Iran and Israel, and you just don't even know. But you got a friend that is over there right now. Are they just scared to death and just hovering in their room in a bomb shelter and afraid to go out?
No, my friend is insane. So I asked him to start sharing his location with me because I wanted to see. As soon as they started dropping bombs on Dubai, I was like, oh my gosh. And I immediately messaged him because I thought his vacation was coming up. Turns out his vacation had started 3 days. He was on day 3 when the bombing started. He was in Dubai already. And I was like, oh my gosh, you got to be running to the airport to get out of there. He's like, nah, I'm going to let it ride. I'm going to hang out and see how this plays out. I'm like, you are crazy.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have any kids. He's a bachelor. So, I get it. He loves luxury travel, but, he's not independently wealthy. He's been saving and saving to go on this trip to Dubai. And now that he's over there, he's like, no, I'm not coming back. This is my trip that I've saved for months. He said he's worked this whole situation to his advantage.
Yeah.
So he went from Dubai to the United Arab Emirates.
Okay, yeah.
UAE.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's where he is now. He said, it's great. The museums are empty. I'm getting VIP access.
Yeah.
He said he went downstairs to his hotel when he was checking in, and he was like, look, I know you don't have a lot of people staying here right now. Is it possible to get an upgrade? They were like, yeah, sure. We've got lots of room.
So if you're there right now, this is like the best time ever.
He got a VIP, like the fanciest suite I've ever seen. It's 2 stories.
No way.
It's a 2-story suite with like a spiral staircase that's like huge, chandelier, a bathroom downstairs, a bathroom upstairs. It's got all these floor-to-ceiling windows. You look out on the water. It's got like an office, a living room, a parlor.
So the next time rockets go flying in the Middle East, do everything you can to try to get there to vacation.
That's your time to be there. If you're not scared of them dropping a bomb on your hotel, which they have hit a couple hotels, but no deaths reported from any of those so far.
Okay.
Turns out it's a great way to get upgrades.
Yeah, and Callie had said that, Dubai is one of the countries I'd never go back to. Too many skyscrapers, fancy cars, overly crowded, very expensive, not my thing. So probably not a lot of people's things unless you can actually afford to get some of these perks when nobody else wants to be there that actually has money.
That's the thing. I think it's not crowded at all right now because all the Americans and a lot of the foreigners are trying to get out.
Okay.
They don't want to get caught in war. My friend is like kicking up his heels and taking advantage of all the luxuries and cashing in on all the upgrades available.
Did you see this popular YouTuber that got some backlash? He claimed that he was stranded in Singapore due to the ongoing conflict in Iran. And, look, a lot of people, when you're an influencer, you want to try to somehow put yourself and get involved with all the biggest stories going on because anything on that topic is going to do very well and might go viral. But
sure.
This person went kind of viral, but for the wrong reasons. They said there were none of these seats available, and he's getting backlash. Tell me if you can hear why maybe he's getting backlash.
We are stranded in Asia, like tens of thousands. Our flights have been canceled by the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. There are people all over the world impacted. There are a few seats on some days in economy, but even those are selling fast. So the amount of backup options that you'll have at the last minute will be virtually non-existent, meaning that you're trapped. I'm getting really unpleasant flashbacks to the beginning of COVID.
So he's saying basically because they only have the business economy seats, you're trapped.
They only have economy seats, and he's not flying economy.
Ain't nobody going to be flying that. He's like, yeah, so you're stuck. And people are like, there's plenty of economy seats. Like, you can get out, no problem. And he's like, oh, no. Who's going to be riding economy?
If I want to get out, I'll ride cargo. Right. I do not give a crap. Put me down where you keep the luggage. I will get the hell out of there. I am not like my friend who will hang around.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, the daughter of James Vanderbeek shared a message celebrating her dad's birthday. He would have been 49, but unfortunately just lost his battle with cancer. And wow, from such a little person, such deep stuff.
Mm-hmm. The number one thing for somebody's passing is to talk to them. I talk to my dad every day, and I say, "Hi, Dad, I miss you, and I love you so much, and I'll never stop loving you."
Aw. How about that,
So
huh?
sweet. Yeah, it's really hard to watch, though. So, yeah, unless you want to mess up your mascara, do not watch that video. She is adorable.
Yeah, she is.
Nancy Guthrie's neighbors are talking about what happened right before she went missing. This is the first we've heard of this. They say there was an internet outage, not just at Nancy Guthrie, Savannah Guthrie's mom's house, but also their whole neighborhood, or at least their street. There's speculation that now this could be connected to her disappearance.
Yeah, who knows what's going on? I mean, I know there's been some reports, and now it's gotten to the point, I didn't hear anything more of it, so I assume nothing came from it, but they had said, too, that there was a woman that was found along a canal in Phoenix, and, so now as anybody turns up.
Is that her?
Is that Nancy Guthrie? I never heard anything more about it. I think it was a New York Post story, but.
We're waiting to hear, but it might not be, because if it was, I think they would say it so quickly. But it's just another crazy layer, yeah. Mm-hmm. They found a body close to where the mom went missing.
It's just, to me, it's really insane that everything's been Hail Marys. There's I mean, as far as what we've seen, there's not been anything concrete. Where's any concrete lead?
It's crazy.
Even having that video just doesn't seem like anything's gone anywhere.
And finally here, they are testing some of the pills that I guess they found on Britney Spears. She could potentially be facing some jail time if, in fact, those pills come back and test positive for illegal substances. Now, authorities say this is, normally not a situation where you would get jail time, but it's really up to the judge when they figure out what was in these pills. We know she was intoxicated. We just don't know what exactly or how bad it is. So stay tuned. Hopefully Brittany's not going to be having to do jail time. That would be messed up for her.
Yeah, I mean, basically all of her former husbands have wished her well.
Of course they have. It's their, continuing 15 minutes.
Yeah. Supposedly her son is at least there, which is good.
That is good. Mm-hmm. She needs genuine people in her life.
Yep.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
Hey, yeah, beautiful hair.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Bop.
We got weights and fit. There we go.
Well, Ryan Gosling was the host on Saturday Night Live over the weekend, and he had a big old surprise, which I think was kind of crazy because Harry Styles had that Netflix concert, I think it was Friday night in Manchester, his hometown in England, and then by Saturday night he was across the pond and right there in the crowd at Rockefeller Center.
Is that Harry Styles?
I'm hosting next week, and it's been a while. It's been a while, so I just wanted to watch, get a feel for it.
Yeah, that's so professional. That's awesome. You're here. I just wish someone would have told me. That's, anyway, welcome.
Yeah, and then they had him on a split screen, and then they were actually pushing Ryan Gosling out and trying to get more Harry Styles. So that was a little bit it. Now, it was kind of interesting with Ryan Gosling because they did kind of a montage. He broke character a lot. Sometimes people love that, where they start cracking up with what's going on. Sometimes it annoys people.
You can do it too much.
Yes.
A little bit is good and funny.
Right.
You can't keep going back to the well.
Yeah, it happened maybe 3 or 4 different times for Ryan Gosling. And so I think people are a little bit split. You know, if you did get to see it, did you think the breaking character is a bit too much?
This happened a few years ago. I went to see Barbie with my sister, and Principal Witt was there. He bought an entire row for himself. Every time the Ken character came on screen, he'd say, "Finally something to look at." If I were still gay, I'd do him.
Okay, there you go. So that was a bit of what went on SL. And of course, Harry Styles is going to be there coming up this Saturday.
If somebody's done you wrong, it's time for you to sing along and call them out, call them out, call them out. You gotta call them out, call them out, call them out. It's time to call them out.
All right, the first person that needs to be called out here today is actually me. I need to be called out because I cannot control myself. I had an epic rant on the Friday after the show, so bad we could not even put the show up, and so bad I couldn't even finish the show. And I know you might be shocked, but we had some technical issues that were very disappointing to me because we'd really kind of worked on this. I'm like, all right, we're all ready. Everything's good, and we're all kind of set. And then it didn't happen, and we'd had Cesar, one of our great KVJ Nationers, had set up this interview, and I didn't want to let him down. I didn't want to let down our audience. I'm like, I always just want to deliver for them, and I just knew that we were not bringing our best forward, and I was disappointed that. I was kind of embarrassed too because, you know, we just couldn't get this guy on the line. And then afterwards, they were like, yeah, we're kind of done with you guys. You guys are a mess. And so they didn't want anything to do with us. And so
it was the CEO of Burger King, and that guy's kind of important, and his time is precious, and he put it aside for us. And we were like, wow, so excited to talk to him, and we couldn't figure it out on our end. So it's very frustrating.
It was. And all that hit me like a wave in that moment. And it was just everything. It was a Friday. Like I tell you, Friday's a tough day for me. It's just, I got to watch out for Fridays because it's just, I think all the stress of the entire week is built up, and it hit at that moment. And I became somebody that I cannot be. And I am calling that guy out because that rant was completely uncalled for. It really was. And I am so sorry. And I beat myself. I'm still beating myself up about it because I used choice language that should never come out of my mouth. And that demonstration was a complete lack of self-control. And that was not the way to handle it. And I do want to also call out our people because they are great. And they jumped on it. They said, Kev, all right, I guess we hear your frustrations.
We're trying.
Yeah. And so it you know, the great people with our company, and look, my rant wasn't anybody within our building, within our company, whatever. We have another company that's kind of in the mix that is affecting things. And I don't feel like they're delivering a product, and I didn't feel like they were being held accountable for their inadequacies and their incompetence. And so that was really kind of it. It just all hit with the frustration. And look, I may have been right in a sense that, yes, we cannot tolerate this because I believe KVJ and I believe this radio station, it's an amazing radio station, an amazing company that we need to have a standard, and they provide us with great equipment, and it should be great. And there was somebody that's kind of holding it up. And so not at all how you handle that, though. Not at all how you handle that. And luckily, cooler heads are like, Kev, we need to take that down because, like, we're going to do you a favor. And then I tried to apologize. And
a lot of people screenshot it, though, so they already had it.
I know. It already got out.
People that know when they see someone coming unglued on social media, they screenshot it now.
It was terrible. And it was quite a display. It was an epic. It just was a lot. And look, I need to not get that emotional. That's insane. And I wonder, I'm like, I think I'm losing my mind. I even texted you, I'm like, Virginia, I think this job's finally made me crazy. I think I really do. I'm like, I don't have control of my faculties anymore. I don't know what that was.
There is a possibility that this job is driving you crazy. I don't want to take that off the table.
Sure, but that's not at all how you handle it. And that was a terrible
You're
demonstration.
Human,
I am, but that
we
was just.
all have moments of we do things and we regret it afterwards. And you know what? You say you're sorry, and you don't beat yourself up to the point where you're sad 5 days later about it. You gotta release the pain, Kevin. You are human.
I know. I am trying, but just know I feel terrible about all that. And that was uncalled for. And everyone in our company, nothing at all was. And look, and it was just sloppy execution too, because I think some people were confused at who I was even mad at. And I was trying to hold back not naming this one other company outside of all of us specifically, and I did not, and instead just created confusion. So it was terrible execution. It was terrible self-control. I'm very embarrassed by it. And so I'm sorry that, people didn't get to see that. That was not right. So I'll leave it at that. But yeah. Okay. Enough about how much I suck. I think other people suck too, but
you're only human.
Yes. So I apologize for that. That was not great. Okay. We got Ashley on here from Ocala. 877-979-WRMF. She's got somebody she needs to call out. Okay, who do you need to call out today?
I actually have two people call out. I don't know which one y'all want to go first. I'll go with the easy one first.
Okay.
Virginia, you're going to know Roller Rabbit. Well, they did a collection with Target, and my mom was telling a worker that, we had the Starbucks collection, and this kid, maybe 13, 12, asked my mother, oh, just because you have the Starbucks collection, can I get the cup? Out of the blue.
Oh, so it was, you had it in hand. It's one of those desirable things. And so the kid just kind of came up and expected, you're going to hand that off to me.
No, you first come, first serve.
Yeah, those things are very hard to come by. Like, they were sold out in a matter of minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's. I mean,
me and my mom, we got a couple items.
Yeah, it goes all the way back to when I was a kid. That's when people started coming up to you in stores and ripping merchandise out of your hands that you already had. Jbird talked about being at a garage sale a couple weeks ago, and he had a video game in his hand. Somebody came up and tried to take that out of his hands. It really is insane because, look, I mean, possession is 9/10 of the law, right? So if you've got it in your hands, this is mine. Why do you think that you'd be entitled to something that's not even in your midst right now?
It's very weird.
It is.
It's a weird thing, but you have to stand your ground and say, no. I stood in line for this.
Mm-hmm.
She felt so bad. But also my next call out is my birthday's next month, which I'll be 26 on Easter. And my sister was working at a CNA place, a rehab in Jacksonville. And she rather go see this guy that she used to take care of funeral than see her own sister.
Oh, that stinks. Anytime somebody...
But she's in a narcissistic... relationship. She's married to a really not a good guy.
Yeah, I think a funeral over a birthday for your sibling is just, you're doing the wrong thing because the dead person doesn't care if you're there or not. But your sister who's
it's
here.
At a country club.
Oh, a country club funeral. That makes it even weirder.
They're going to bury him on the 8th hole afterwards in the sand trap?
Put the body by the buffet. Yeah, I think that if you pick a funeral over celebrating a living person who is important, it's not doing it right because the dead person could care less.
Mm-hmm. True.
Or couldn't care less.
Butter.
Yeah, that's right.
Do butter.
Do butter, Ashley. All right, thank you.
Love y'all. Bye.
Okay, I love you too. I got called the Bright Line. It was very effective this weekend. 2 strikes.
Oh.
Yeah, got one guy in his car on Friday night in Delray Beach, and then got somebody in Lauderdale.
That sucks.
Yeah, into Sunday morning, I think 1:30 a.m. pedestrian.
Oh.
It is just wild, the numbers on this train. And it keeps racking up. It's really just the Bright Line. That's what I can't figure out. Like, I've even seen the numbers stacked against all international trains, and Bright Line leads the world. It's pretty unreal.
It's very unfortunate.
I think it's us, not the train, but it's just odd that we can't stay away from this thing. It's like we're magnetized to the Bright Line.
And the longer it goes on, the numbers should be decreasing, but they're not.
Yeah, not at all. Mm-mm. Another weird call him out. Timothy Chalamet was calling out the ballet and opera And now the ballet and opera is calling him out for this comment.
I admire people, and I've done it myself, to go on a talk show and go, hey, we got to keep movie theaters alive. You know, we got to keep this genre alive. And another part of me feels like if people want to see it like Barbie, like Oppenheimer, they're going to go see it and go out of their way to be loud and proud about it. And I don't want to be working in ballet or opera or, you know, things where it's like, hey, keep this thing alive, even though no one cares about this anymore.
Hey, keep this thing alive, even though nobody cares about this thing anymore. People in ballet and opera, they had something to say about that. What do you mean nobody cares about this thing anymore?
Dude, that's cold.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy. One thing that I kind of want to call out, too, I want to call out y'all ladies, because I was in my daughter's car. She had to do a work trip, and so we were driving that around this weekend. I went to put the visor down. I was like, oh, that's cool. She's got an iPad up here behind the sun visor.
An iPad?
I'm like, what's that for? And my wife's like, oh, no, that's her makeup mirror. I'm like, why would she need a makeup mirror here? She's like, because all women put on their makeup when they drive. I'm like, do you not understand that driving is something that should demand all of your attention? She's like, we're fine. I'm like, no, I don't think you are fine. Like, you're not supposed to be putting on do all women put on their makeup when they drive? Is this a thing?
Not all, but some.
That's not right, is
it? Time management.
No, I'm sorry. That's why it's got to be called out. That ain't right. You cannot put on your makeup while you're driving. You seen what's going on I-95?
I have a self-driving car on 95. I'm good.
No, I'm sorry. And, you know, they came at me like I was the crazy one. Like, why would this be any kind of problem? I'm like, you do not see what the issue is. You're looking up at your whatever it is. You're trying to how can you even keep your eyes going when you're putting lash stuff in it?
It's multitasking.
No, it's not.
So many of us do it.
I don't know why everyone thinks that driving is a multitask thing. Driving is a solo-focused initiative. When you are behind the wheel, every ounce of your being should be paying attention to everything going on that road.
And that's adorable, but not everybody subscribes to that, Kevin.
And that's why I'm calling it out. I could not believe, because they were looking at me like I was crazy. I'm like, I'm not the crazy one. Y'all should not be putting on makeup while you're driving.
You are a good driver. You're a safe driver. Yeah, some of us just don't know that world.
Well, I want to see what the people have to say. Is there anybody else that feels like I do? Should you be able to be putting on your makeup while you're driving? I say it's a hot no. All right, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. I do have some good stuff to call out real quick. Miami Heat doing great. They whooped on the Pistons 121-110. They've now won 8 of 10 games.
Wow.
And listen to this. Indian River State College, their men and women's team have won the national diving titles for 52 and 48 years respectively.
Wow, good for them.
Like, how does that even happen? That's crazy. That should be a major. I mean, they're saying that might be the greatest streak in all of college sports of all time. 52 years, y'all have won the national championship consecutively.
Impressive.
Also got to call out Grandview Prep, my daughter's alma mater in Boca Raton. Their girls basketball team, they won their second consecutive Class 1A state championship. They defeated Orlando Christian Prep 71-37.
Wow.
71, and that's the championship game.
Somebody spanked the Christians.
Yeah, they did. Look out for Grandview. Also, Zach Johnson, too. He is kind of playing in the seniors tour. They had over the weekend the James Hardy Pro Football Hall of Fame Invitational at Broken Sound in Boca Raton. It was on NBC and Peacock over the weekend. He wound up winning his first professional win in over 10 years since the British Open. I know he's a local dude, so great to see him out there doing a good job. So, oh, the ladies are firing back at me. Go figure. Kevin, we never put on our makeup while driving. It's only at the red light. You do a crappy job if you're actually doing it while you're driving. I do hear this argument sometimes. People make it. They make it for texting. They make it for watching shows on their phone, all this kind of stuff. How do you think about people that are doing that? Is that valid? Are we all okay to, as soon as the light turns red, to do something else? And I got to warn you, don't try doing that kind of stuff in Boca, because they will lay on their horn the second that light turns green. I promise you.
I think you're fine at the red light to do whatever you need to do to be able to maximize your time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I did ask, and if you are actually driving and putting on your makeup, 90% of people say you are in the wrong. So, all right, I'll maybe withhold judgment if you're doing it at a stoplight, but still, it doesn't feel completely awesome to me.
You got a bunch of men over there voting.
Nobody wants you while you're driving to be putting on makeup. And listen to this. And half of the stuff that I'm getting, I always get more call-em outs about driving than anything else. Like one person's like, I've been in Florida for 6 years. I don't get it. I was driving and someone almost ran me off the road. The road wasn't even busy. And they pull right next to me and just start moving over into my lane. And then they start honking at me. Like, you all are insane. Why do people drive like this? And they said, too, there was a cop that was maybe 100-ish feet behind me, saw it, did absolutely nothing.
Oh.
What is the point of the driving laws if they're not enforced? Yeah, I will tell you, it is the wild, wild west of my son, because he is, he's going to be 18, and we're talking about maybe getting his license in. And so we're trying to have him drive more and more, and had him on 95. And I said, you have to know where every car is on the road. When you're here, I said, always be looking. I said, don't just look at your vehicle, what's around you. Like, I know everyone, and I assign personalities to these cars because I see them. I see the car, and I judge the person driving that kind of car. And I'm like, watch out, because they're a zipper. They're going to
It's a Mustang. Oh, they are a hot dog.
Right. I know that's going to be coming up, and they're going to change the entire game, because at every given point on I-95, the whole scenario changes second by second. You got the slow car out of the way, but then here comes somebody zipping. Here comes the guy on the motorcycle that's lane splitting. You better be ready.
And Kevin's not going to tailgate. He's going to do it right.
Trying. It's not easy, though.
Unlike me.
Mm-hmm. Some people like Melody taunting me. I'm literally putting on makeup right now as I listen to you. See?
So she's actually doing three things. She's listening to you, driving her car, and putting on makeup.
Mm-hmm. That's what you're dealing with on the roads today. Samantha's on here from Wellington, and I was letting you know, unfortunately, the Bright Line, we wish the best for the driver that was hit on Friday. They don't even know why. The car was just on the tracks.
Oh,
and then
no.
Pedestrian into early Sunday, 1:30 a.m. in Lauderdale there on Andrews. And you said that your boyfriend used to work for Brightline and kind of knows what this is all about.
Yeah, he was a driver for many years, but initially he wound up leaving. But the big bosses would always tell him, hey, there's somebody in the way, just keep on going, don't stop. And they all would cackle about it, like it was nothing.
Oh my.
Yeah, I don't look, I don't know enough about it to know what's right. I think it really is a baffling thing here, and maybe the right advice is that you got to just keep going, because if you I don't know. I mean, but it is rather crazy that we have this many fatalities and accidents that happen with a train system. Here. I assume it's us, because, I mean, the train, you know where that's going to be.
And you feel like it should get better, though, as time goes
I know.
on.
It's not a new thing.
And you should have a decrease in the amount of cars and people getting hit.
Right. It's pretty crazy. Now, somebody was calling out something that I think is very legit, and they were calling out mass transit in Florida and saying there's not enough of it. In fact, they were talking about what a nightmare it is to get anywhere, especially downtown Miami right now, and then Fort Lauderdale is kind of getting that way as well. And then, look, I'm telling you, if you're driving by downtown West Palm Beach, and every time you do, you look up and you're like, is that a new tower? Is that a new tower?
Yes, it is.
Is that a new tower? Are the roads still as narrow as what they were before? Yes, they are. Be like, well, they've got to have a lot of mass transit then to move everybody. No, they do not. So, I mean, that is a reality happening right now in South Florida. And we keep building in cities now that have that kind of size, have pretty good mass transits, whether it be D.C., New York, Chicago. You can go to a lot of these major cities like that. And Miami's, I mean, you're right there. I think Miami has the third biggest skyline behind New York and Chicago now. It's Miami.
Wow.
It's a massive city. And you got the people mover, but it's almost like you need to move more people. It's not all the way kind of there, though. So I think that's kind of a legit, because they said, I was waiting for the bus and it took way too long. It's got to be efficient, too. It's not only just to have it. And they'd said, there's no way I could never do a job or show up anywhere on time because of how long it takes to get mass transit in this city.
It's not reliably consistent. People need consistent mass transit.
Yep, absolutely. Somebody else is calling out American Airlines. My wife's flight out of Milwaukee got delayed over 4 hours. They did nothing to show that they were sorry. And then after about 5 hours waiting, they canceled the flight. Yeah, it's frustrating. And look, every year they come out with their ratings of who's done the best, who has the most complaints and all that. Look, I think everybody's going to get them. But yeah, you might want, if you make those decisions, look at that list, because they're taking a culmination of anybody that's called out any airline over that last year. and they'll tell you which ones have the most complaints and which ones have the least. Some of them you can't help. I mean, a lot of them are just a bunch of morons. Did you see what happened on the flight that was heading to Lauderdale over the weekend?
Yes.
I mean, that alone was crazy, and that's, that you can't blame on an airline.
No. There's just rogue, squirrely people out there, and you never know when you got one on your flight.
No, or just anywhere. I mean, did you see they're just enjoying a lovely softball game at Delray Beach over the weekend? Some maniac infused themselves into that.
Oh, no.
They're still, in a sense, we're calling people out, but now it's whacked out news. All right, well, there's an inmate in Florida that is facing new charges after he snuck away from a work assignment to get it on inside a porta toilet.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that.
They said Indian River County Jail there in Vero Beach is the place where this all went down. Apparently, the sheriff's office was having a barbecue fundraiser last Wednesday. A bunch of low-level inmates called trustees got to work the event, and one of them was 35-year-old Hartley Sanchez, who was serving food until he snuck off mid-shift.
Dirty Sanchez?
Hartley's very dirty.
Hartley, look, we trusted you to be out there working the event, serving the barbecue. You've broken the trust by going to the porta potty and getting your freak on.
They say the security cameras there caught him. He was talking to two women near a bank of porta potties.
Two women?
Oh, yeah. He working them ladies. Then one of them apparently went into the porta potty with him, and after checking if the coast was clear, he joined her.
Wow, that's hot.
Turns out she's a former inmate, too.
Oh, Kevin. This story is disgusting and turns my stomach.
It's not clear if she knew Hartley before their encounter or if it was just a fling, but he was questioned about it and freely admitted they went in there and got it on. She's apparently not in any trouble, but Hartley is in much bigger trouble than he was before. He's now been jailed, is awaiting trial for theft and drug possession, and now he's also facing charges for attempting to escape. They say under Florida law, even leaving a work assignment for a few minutes can qualify as an escape attempt, and now he's facing 15 years in prison because of it.
Oh, no, dude.
How about that, huh?
I wonder if he knew that.
Yeah,
that they're going to call it escape, even though you're not trying to leave, technically. You're just hiding in the porta potty with a lady friend.
I mean, that feels like a stretch. That feels like dirty pool to me.
It feels like they're going to try to slap him with more because the infraction is so insulting to them.
He's just trying to scratch an itch.
We trusted you.
Yeah.
And you went in the porta potty and got freaky. So now we're going to say you tried to escape, but really he didn't try to escape. He just had that urge.
Glenn said that porta potty is probably cleaner than she is. Well, there are two NYPD cops that have been suspended without pay for having sex in a Bronx station house locker room. We get it on anywhere we can.
It is very scandalous today.
They say the couple filmed it and were exposed after the father of the female cop's child saw it and took it to the station house supervisor. It isn't known how he got a hold of the footage. The incident is currently under investigation and could be considered official misconduct.
A child got a hold of the footage?
Apparently so. They say the two officers are expected to be fired at this point. Well, a Southwest flight from Nashville to Fort Lauderdale was diverted to Atlanta on Friday after an alleged bomb threat that might have started from a passenger reading concerning texts over someone's shoulder. Did you see the video of this? This is what was absolutely insane. I saw this early on in the weekend, and it looked absolutely terrifying. Now, the passenger who was removed had seemed, I guess, a little bit upset because his carry-on bag wouldn't fit under the seat. So I don't know, like everything said, here's a little bit of the chaos. But when they come on this flight, everybody has to put their hands up like they don't know who the possible perp might be. So it's pretty insane when this goes on. I think they're saying heads down, hands up.
Yeah, so flight crews are instructed to repeat instructions over and over in the case of an emergency. Sometimes they'll say like brace, 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 and they just keep saying it over and over. Like that's what they're trained to do. And maybe because they thought there was some sort of device that could blow on this plane.
Yeah, right.
They wanted everybody to put their hands up and their faces down.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Everybody's hands are up. Their heads are basically against the back of their chairs on this plane.
I'm on this plane. I have already pooped myself.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's not smelling good at this point.
Stand up. Everybody heads down. Stand up. Stand up.
And here's the crazy thing. You have all of that chaos, and apparently they talked to the guy who they say was acting erratically, and they're like going, okay, you're cool. And then just that was it. We just all walk away. So you had all this kind of stuff go on. They had the dogs coming out, sniffing everything. Apparently everything was good for hours. Everybody gets rerouted. You're landing in another airport you didn't think you're going to go to. And then they don't land till 3:20 a.m. here Saturday morning in Fort Lauderdale. And it's all because one dude lost his marbles. And then they just talked to him like going, okay, all right, he didn't mean it.
So wait, his bag wouldn't fit under the seat. He was losing it about that. And then somebody read his text?
I think he was texting some stuff and somebody saw what it was and like going, this guy is making some threats. So he was probably upset and he was venting to somebody. And then somebody else read that and like, oh my gosh, he's saying these,
He's got something in his bag.
Right. And then it just, everything falls apart. Yeah. Did you see this crazy video happen at Atlantic High School in Delray Beach?
No, what happened?
There's a dude that took his big old utility van onto one of the softball fields and was doing donuts on the infield, and there were kids playing in the other field, and people started freaking out. I see the kids are taking off running. The guy was Dimson Cassius, and apparently he was hammered. I don't know what propelled him to do this, but this is the middle of the day. He's out there doing donuts on this field.
Oh, no.
Everybody freaked out. They had to cancel a scheduled track meet. He was arrested for a DUI, but he barreled through a chain link fence, too, to get on it.
Thank God there was no kids on that field,
Right.
that they were on an adjacent field.
Yeah. I was just like, everybody, I don't know, go on, Virginia. Everybody losing their mind around here.
I'm going to stay home.
Me too.
And then somebody's going to drive a car through our house.
Exactly, yeah. They say California police officers were in pursuit of a stolen vehicle last week when the suspect drove onto some train tracks and collided with the train.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a new one. That's crazy.
Really? You put your car on the tracks? Like, that's not going to go well.
He survived, but he was arrested, so.
He survived, but he didn't deserve to.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
There was, they say, during a home showing in Northeast Cape Coral, surveillance cameras recorded a guy helping himself to the homeowner's alcohol and then later falling asleep on their couch.
Hey, do you want me to buy this house or not?
He was part of a tour by the buyer's agent. He walks right to the liquor shelf. He takes down a drink.
It's kind of a great scam. If the house is still occupied and the homeowners aren't there, usually it's just the real estate person. What are they going to do?
I've heard about people that do that as a weird hobby. They go out and they will tour homes and things like that or go to the open houses. I'm like, why?
I love open houses. I wish I had more free time. I would be one of these people that goes on the open houses. Now, I probably wouldn't help myself to their liquor cabinet because that's a little ballsy.
Yeah.
But I think it's so fascinating to go through a house that's currently inhabited by people. Like their stuff is still in it. I'm not so interested in like new construction with nothing in the house. It's not, people aren't living in it. I like going in the houses where people live in them and you can see all their stuff.
Oh, okay.
To me, it's fascinating.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting to see, what goes on with that.
But I'm very nosy. I always thought it would be so fascinating if, like, my neighborhood decided to do home tours and, like, 10 people in my neighborhood signed up for it. So, like, all those 10 people get to go look at all the other 10 people's houses.
Right.
And it's like a home tour.
Right.
I would so sign up for that.
Yeah, well, it's a Florida thing. So
I'm nosy.
That dude was like, I'm just going to go in, I'm going to chug down some vodka and take a big old nap.
We can't be doing all that.
No. And how about this? There were 3 elementary school children in California that apparently got some gummies from their substitute teacher.
Oh, no, not the weed gummies.
Felicia Boyd gave the candy to 3 brothers, age 8, 9, and 11.
Oh, no.
To celebrate the youngest child's birthday. She's like, oh, well, if you guys want to celebrate and have a party, try these.
She knew she gave them weed gummies?
Sounds like it, in 20 milligrams each.
Is that a lot?
I think so. I think it's enough. You don't want to be playing around with that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, one of the kids said he couldn't feel his body. And they said, let's party.
Oh,
no. I'm just
This is bad. The substitute did this,
Yeah,
girl.
substitute. Yeah, you just can't ever be around children.
You're done.
You do not have good judgment.
No.
Yeah, it's over. And this is kind of funny because you ever seen how you were talking about how snarky Wendy's gets with their social media?
Yes, they're sassy.
So Geno Smith, a dude is actually from South Florida. I think he's from Miami Gardens. He's an NFL quarterback, been around the way for quite a while. Well, he got into a little viral social media exchange with Wendy's. He got released by the Las Vegas Raiders. And when news of his release broke, Wendy's joked on X and offered him a job saying, hey, we're looking for a chief tasting officer. That job I was talking about on Friday that pays $100,000.
Yes.
He fires back and he says, nah, I'm good. Y'all get your cheese up first. And then he said, out here selling poison, trying to get jokes off on Twitter, society in shambles. So Wendy's thought they were going to be cute, and Geno Smith actually came for them.
Wow.
Yeah, he clapped back, and it doesn't sound like they had any response. I think they were kind of like, all right, let's de-escalate. Maybe we picked a fight here we should not be in.
We maybe bit off more than we could chew.
Okay. I see what you did there. I got to tell you, these fast food wars are getting wild these last couple of weeks, aren't they?
I love the drama.
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind of drama I like. War, not so much. This, awesome.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
I was thinking this, and I said, beware. And then I went home and was checking some social media posts, and it was absolutely confirmed. I was there yesterday having a lovely little brunch at the, I think it's the Hog and the Hen is the name of a cool little place around Federal and Boca.
Okay.
And they had one of those tables. It was kind of like out there, and it was by a palm tree.
Nice.
And it was empty. Nobody was sitting there at the time, but I was kind of looking at it. And as I was watching, all of a sudden I see, boom, something goes thud. I'm like, what was that? I look over, and it's one of those green Cuban anole lizards. I think that's the ones that they can be kind of nasty and maybe it'll snip at you.
They're like iguana adjacent.
Yeah, they're kind of like iguanas, but with like teeth, and they're nasty, I think, is what I'm hearing. Now, I just hear don't get near them. That's the one that I'd be like, I don't want it. I'm like, man, if somebody was sitting at that table, what was that experience like? Because I didn't even see him. That thing was up in that palm tree. And it wasn't because it was cold. It just tripped, fell. I don't know what the heck happened.
Remember that time we were backstage at Abacoa?
Oh, yes, and one fell out of the palms.
That was a small one.
Yeah, it was, but I think it was one of them little knolls, too. I don't know if they're terrible climbers or were they just dive bomb people or what.
Are they drinking?
And then I went home, and on social media I saw, and there's a woman, I think I might have been in Cape Coral, but she was inside, kind of like in a restaurant, but, you know, one of them iguanas, lizards, whatever, got up into the rafters and came down right into her hair. And she's like freaking out. And so as she's freaking out, trying to kind of get this thing out of her hair, it's almost like she's wrapping her hair in it. Oh. And so it's trying to thrash to get out. And it's almost making knots in her hair. And it's almost like he's tying himself in her hair as she's trying to get him out of her hair. And it was quite a to-do. I'm like, okay, is this going to be a new thing where when you sit down anywhere near outside in Florida and South Florida, you got to look up and check and be like, all right, I got to make sure there's no falling lizards, because they do. I don't know what's going on with their balance. Maybe they're getting into some alcohol at the bar.
This could happen at so many places.
Right. But that's wild, isn't it?
I'm thankful that you're alerting me to this and we're talking about this, because this is a danger. And you need to know, if you're sipping on a margarita, that, yeah, these lizards could be falling from the sky.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm like, now that would be one thing when I'm going to do a quick little, all right, we're all good. Well, you think about it, you're at a tiki bar. You could easily have a lizard that's crawling up in there on those little rafters, whatever.
100%.
And that's what this was. It was actually a covered place, but the iguana, lizard, whatever it was, had gotten up into the rafters.
Yeah.
Where it was covered.
He's doing lizard things. That's what lizards are supposed to do.
Yeah. So, yeah, watch yourselves. Watch yourselves. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I wanted to run something by you. So, you asked me when I went to Mardi Gras to do a video of my top 5 restaurants in New Orleans. And that is, by the way, the hardest task. It almost broke my brain to try to narrow it down to top 5, because there are so many amazing restaurants. So I put it up on Instagram, and I'm giving you the disclaimer. This could change from week to week, but right now, hot and fresh. These are my 5 favorites that if I got to go to all of these, or maybe just even half of these during a trip, I would feel really good about the food I consumed.
Well, it's a good jumping off spot. Next time you go, which you go frequently, you can do another 5. But I know we always get emails from people wanting to get your list of when they go to New Orleans to a party, where do they need to go?
I have a list that I've been compiling for like 10 years, and it's got about 200 spots on it.
Okay.
So if anybody ever wants it, email me. I'll be happy to send it to you.
Okay, but the best of the best. It's a video right now. KVJ.eats, I think, as well. You can check it out.
KVJ Eats.
If you're not following that, you want all kinds of restaurant and bar information about cool places to go. We got tons of videos up there that you can see what it looks like and be like, oh, that looks cool. Let's go there.
The local stuff. And then, we're branching out as well. So you'll be able to see other adventures.
Anything in particular on your mind here today, Denny's? What you got for us?
So over the weekend, I was walking the dog in the field like I always do, and I got attacked by bees.
No.
Oh.
What?
There was just a pile of them on the ground, like 50 of them. So there's a church that's
ground bees?
They're just ground. That's why it threw me off. I've walked through this so many times, and there were just a pile of them on the ground.
I think, well, that's the thing. Like, at least hornets. I remember one time when I was mowing, I hit a hornet's nest that was in the ground.
That doesn't seem fair. I thought they were supposed to be in trees or like up on the side of the house.
No.
Yeah, well, you know, when they're swarming you, you just start running. So me and the dog are running. And
the dog's like, why are we running?
No, the dog was kind of on her own. But so I ran over. We have a canal that goes along where it connects to a lake. And I was like, I guess I have to jump in this thing, you know. First thing you do is go to water. I went to jump down into it. I lost both my shoes in it. And the water's so low that I couldn't submerge. I ended up having to climb out as I'm being attacked by bees just to run under a bridge.
Where is the videographer?
That'd be
This is such a moment that I need to see.
But what are they doing on the ground? Like, I was looking at my phone, not paying attention, and I'm just swarmed in bees as I'm walking.
Ground bees is breaking all the rules.
It is. Well, I thought the same thing the first time I saw a burrowing owl. I'm like, why is an owl on the ground? That doesn't make any sense to me. And that's what they do, the small little owls, the burrowing, like the FAU owls, that's a burrowing owl. And I'm like, when do owls dig? Like, what's going on around here?
Yeah, how are you supposed to roll with that?
Yeah.
You're not.
It's like animals aren't, that they're not where they're supposed to be.
Well, so the reason I bring all this up, this embarrassing story, is because when I jumped into the water, a stick stabbed me in my, lower stomach. I put soap and stuff on it. It wasn't a bad cut, but is that getting infected with something?
Did you break the skin?
It broke the skin a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I know. I went home
pond water in it or canal water?
It was canal water. That's what I'm worried about. So I'm keeping an eye on it. But I disinfected when I got home. But I go, do I have, flesh-eating bacteria now?
I think the good news, how many hours are we talking on this? Because I think it's pretty quick. From what I've heard is people that have had this. In fact, there was that one guy that got taken out with it. And he had a cut, didn't realize it, went in the water. And I think pretty quick because it gets right into your bloodstream. And when it does one lap, then I think if you're good right now.
Or like 24 hours ago.
Just the fact that you're here, I think you're okay. Dr. Kevin has spoken.
Yeah, and I know everything you ever need to know about medical stuff.
He's better than medical TikTok.
I get home.
Doesn't say much.
I try to tell my wife all of this. I'm like, I think I got flesh-eating bacteria now.
If my husband came home with this story, I'd be cackling.
Brown bees?
Well, one of my shoes, the sole came off. Like, one got stuck in the muck. The other one, as I came up, I'll take a picture of the shoe, but it's like it opens up like a mouth. I was like, what the heck happened to these things?
Now there's like a lizard home in that shoe.
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer your shoe.
Well, we've also got something from Jbird. This is what's on his mind, a little update. It was a week ago today that he had his hip replacement procedure.
Yes, and he is up with that walker, walking around in his house. His house looks fantastic, too.
Yeah, here's his status and what he's thinking about doing as far as coming back.
Me, Jbird, Denny's, and my dad. Woohoo! And I'm just doing my walking right now, a little hip update. I'm up on my walker, I'm walking on my feet, I'm feeling good, and I think I'm gonna hopefully be back on Wednesday, but that's up to the doctor.
Okay.
Okay.
So we shall see. with him. So just trying to get him so that he can be on. We do have a process where hopefully he can do it from home if we need to do that.
We hope.
We'll see. I don't know. Don't know. We'll see.
Look, set the bar low.
You're right. I am. I learned lessons, Virginia.
DJ Tech Rage. That's your new name.
It'd be like really like it'd be like Skrillex.
Instead of glow sticks, he throws punches.
I'm angry.
Starts just fist flying at computer.
Oh, and the language in that thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you don't want to deal with it. Well, this is going to be an issue for a young Catholic boy who is taking all these kind of classes. And there's different stuff that you say he's been doing at church, Virginia, these classes, and they all lead up to something.
Yeah, so he's been preparing for his first communion. It got delayed a little bit because of COVID.
Right.
So we're a couple years late, but it's kind of the Sinicki way anyway.
Okay.
So here he is, just a month away. A little more than a month from making his first communion, but there's lots of studying and there's book work and there's, classes in person. And so we were talking about Ash Wednesday, and we're usually driving back from Mardi Gras because Mardi Gras is Fat Tuesday. Ash Wednesday is the following day. So it's usually tricky for us to try to get our ashes. But I said, it is an important thing to do as a Catholic. We should try to work that into our traveling back plans. And Rocco's like, oh no. I do not want ashes on my forehead. No.
And he's never done that before.
He's never done it. We've always been traveling back from New Orleans, so it was never convenient. And I was like, well, why not, buddy? I mean, it's not that big of a deal, and it's a big part of being Catholic. He's like, I don't want dead people ashes on my forehead, Mom.
Oh, my goodness. What do you Catholics do?
He thought the ashes were like ashes in an urn.
Oh, my gosh.
And not ashes from...
Like, whose ashes were they? Just like random people? And so...
That's what he thought. He thought it was people ashes.
Oh, my goodness.
Instead of palm ashes.
Wow. Is he okay with it now? Did you explain? Or
we did. We explained it, and he's okay with it now, and he's open to getting it. But he's like, well, why do they call it ashes? Because that's what they call dead people in an urn. Like, we need a new name.
Oh, wow.
And I guess if the only ashes you had ever learned about were urn ashes.
How long has he thought this? Like, how many years has he gone terrified because of Ash Wednesday?
Forever. He has thought that the ashes were the ashes of dead people.
Oh, that's funny. That's like one of them things, like when you're a kid, you just don't kind of fully get it.
Right. And why would you, if you don't know, you don't know.
But you stay quiet because you're so horrified. You can't believe these sick adults that are, wiping dead people all over each other's faces.
Yeah. I mean, you certainly don't want to put that on your forehead.
Wow.
Why are grown-ups even doing this?
Oh,
First of all.
I can only imagine. Yes, I think I'd be weirded out too if that was just a thing. This dude does not want to make a misstep here. And he needs to get a female perspective on how you would take this. Now, he's going to be getting married in October. And he's been close friends with his fiancée for 4 years. And then they dated for a year. They've been engaged now for 6 months. So they had a little bit of time where they were friendly, whatever. And he said, yesterday I was scrolling on Instagram and a people you may know thing popped up. And I looked at it, I'm like going, wait a minute, she looks familiar. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's my fiancée. I'm like going, okay, wait a minute. At first I thought it was fake because I see that my fiance follows me, but I'm like, I have to be following her, right? So I clicked on the profile, and it was in fact my fiance's profile, and there's a couple of pictures with the two of us and everything. And I looked at him like going, oh my gosh, I'm not following her. Like, he's just sitting here and said, now I don't know what to do. If I follow her, she's going to get the notification and might be upset I never followed her back. And if I don't follow her, what happens 5 to 10 years down the road when we're already having marital issues and she finds out then, like, you never followed me on, I should have known. If you couldn't commit to me on the gram, how can you commit to me in life? I'm like, I don't know. Is that something that, would you get a hard time from anybody on that? Or can you just do it and then just be like, oh, I didn't know? Or was that something that would make you upset?
Just do it. And then see if she says anything. If she doesn't notice that you weren't already following her, then I think you're good.
Right.
But if she says something to you, just be like, yeah, I can't believe, what a dummy. Like, I never followed you, and I was wanting to see you, and I missed you, and I wasn't with you, and I went on Instagram because I like to see you, and I realized I wasn't following you. So I immediately followed you, and I'm so sorry. That's such a weird thing that I hadn't been following you before now, but I fixed it and I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. So you would go ahead and do it and correct it and say it's, you're at least doing the right thing. Be like, I don't know how it happened.
100%.
Okay.
If someone just starts following me, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know where you go to find that. I'm not going to go find that because I don't care. So maybe your girlfriend, fiance is busy and she's not going to care or notice either, and that's good.
Yeah, I always kind of wonder that. How much do people notice, and do people really get the feels if they notice that you were following them or not following them or things like that? Does it people really get hurt feelings over the things you do on social media like that?
I barely notice. So the only thing I do notice is when I'm seeing people's posts on Instagram and then one pops up of some hooker that I hate, and then I'll go in and I'll unfollow her because I don't want to see her post anymore. She's gross.
Okay.
So that's the only time that I would make notice, like if someone's following me or if I'm following them or deleting a follow or adding a follow. Like I would have to be deliberately in there doing it, and I think most people are too busy or don't know where to find it or don't care.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering. To me, I would say I think your advice is right. I think you should go on ahead and follow and then just be like, yeah, I had no idea. I don't know why I wasn't following you.
Yeah, just be like, that's weird. I fixed the problem and I'm embarrassed, but I was missing you. So I went on Instagram to look at pictures of you and I realized I wasn't following you. And I was like, ooh, bad fiance.
Yes, exactly.
Fall on the sword. It can happen to any of us, actually.
The thing I found, when something is kind of awkward at first, the more you put it off, the more weird it gets. And then it's almost like you are at fault when you noticed it and you didn't take care of it right away. It's better to have it be slightly awkward.
Yes.
Than to have it be. So you realized years ago and you decided not to, like, that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense. And you're going to have a way harder time explaining that. And she's going to be like,
Right.
What's the matter with you?
Go with the easy awkward right now. Every day that you wait, you make it worse.
Yes.
Follow now.
Do it now and
Okay.
be like, oh my gosh, how weird. I'm so dumb.
There you go, my friend. All right, there's your answer. Did they nail it? And you're talking about all things sexy. They've done a survey. Everything from shows, movies, and music is what they brought up here. And when it comes to shows, tell me if you think that they got the right 5. They put Sex and the City as the sexiest show of all time. 22% of the vote went to that. Followed by Game of Thrones, The Vampire Diaries, and then they've got Orange is the New Black, True Blood, and Bridgerton.
Okay.
Bridgerton, I would see as being up there. I'm surprised that Orange is the New Black.
Orange is the New Black is the one throwing me. True Blood was very sexy.
It was.
Yes.
Okay. I never watched that one.
It was good. The first season or 2 was good.
And, honestly, when it comes to Game of Thrones, they had a lot of sex in it. A lot of it was kind of disturbing.
Yeah, wasn't it like disturbing sex?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I put that on and thought that was sexy.
What are you into if that's getting you going?
Yeah.
You old creepy.
I felt a little bit weird about that one. Now, movies, they put Dirty Dancing as the sexiest of all time. That Lift with Baby, I guess, did it for a lot of people. Now, the thing I had with that, there was a little bit of an age discrepancy. I didn't know. There was parts of it kind of made me feel a little bit weird.
It was the 80s. We didn't care about older guys with teenage girls.
That's why I look at it. I'm like, oh, man, he's got to be like 20 years on her, right? Is she like 14? I'm like, what's going on here, Swayze? Pretty Woman is number 2. 39% said that is the sexiest of all time. Titanic in at number 3.
Titanic has some pretty sexy scenes.
That sketch art kind of thing.
Yes.
In the back of that old car.
Or in the car, yeah.
And then 50 Shades of Grey. You put that as one of the sexiest of all time?
I've never seen it. It's not really my thing. A lot of mind control and bondage. Like, nah, I'm going to hard pass.
Yeah, that's where I was kind of like, I don't know. There's several things on this that I wasn't completely feeling. Now, when it came to music, they actually took one of the songs from the 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack and put it at number 7 for the sexiest song of all time. They have some other songs in there. Ed Sheeran's Perfect. Very romantic. Girl, you look perfect. You remember that song, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Oh, you probably know that one. They've also got in there. Have you ever heard Childish Gambino's song Redbone?
I like it. I do like it.
That's a great song.
It's a great song.
That's a really good tune. Some of the other ones they put up there at the top, Rihanna's S&M wound up at number 2. The old classic from Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. That is in there. John Legend's All of You. That song's just too slow.
It's very romantic. I don't know if I would call it sexy. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Take out the John Legend and put in some Sade.
Yeah, they don't have that. No Sade in this. Not on the top 10.
Oh, a swing and a miss.
Jamie Foxx's Slow they got in there at number 5. Of course, you know the old Boys to Men, I'll Make Love to You. That's at number 8. And then you ever hear Jeremiah's Birthday Sex, Virginia?
Okay.
So there's 10 songs you could throw into your sexy playlist to help you out.
I agree with like 7 or 8 of them.
Okay. Yeah.
Get John Legend out of here.
Yeah. Kinda
He's
that way too as well.
romance.
Yeah. Well, you know, when it comes to putting down that loving, a lot of times, you know, when you're a young dude in the game, you got to get some good advice. And, you know, I just remember being a teen. It's tough to like try to figure out, make the right moves. You're very awkward. You know, you know that you're like, oh,
Some guys don't outgrow that.
I know you're right. They don't. And it's a tough thing to get advice. And where do you go? You know, sometimes I remember we would have the dirtiest, scuzziest dudes that'd be all about telling us boys how to do it. And I was like going, yeah, they got to be. Because, and I look back on that, they gave the worst advice. Worst advice. Everything they said, I'm like, ignore everything that I ever learned when I was 13 and 14 years old from that scummy dude down the street that was smoking ciggies. I'm like, okay, first step, get cigarette habit. I was like, what am I doing here? Just everything was terrible with it. So they say that, you know, the world is different than, you know, when it was, and you don't listen to the scuzzy dude that's 28 years old and still hanging out with high school kids that lives down the street. You're now going to ChatGPT or to AI as your wingman to give you advice. But does it give you good advice? I kind of want to put it to the test to see, and I'm curious if anybody's ever tried it. Have you ever used artificial intelligence to give you love advice to deal with a flesh and blood woman or person of the opposite sex?
Well, it depends on if ChatGPT wants to be cool and nice and helpful, or if it's shady and weird. It's all about who's writing the program.
Well, I mean, that's just it, you know, and it is kind of interesting because I mainly use the ChatGPT is what I use a lot, but I was talking to people, they may use Grok, and they say they all kind of have different personalities, and it's almost what you want. And I was curious, what would you recommend then? Because maybe you need to shop around and find the artificial intelligence service that fits your sensibilities the most and the attitude that you have.
Is there one place where you can go where somebody has done all the research for you and said, okay, this is this, this is this, this is this, and then lays out also what they cost?
I'm sure that you could get somebody that has done that. In fact, you know, the person was kind of giving me the breakdown. They're like, well, you'll get this kind of personality, and maybe this one will be a little bit more snarky. This one will be a little bit more polite. This one's never rude to you. Like, I think it's the ChatGPT that's just overly kissing your behind.
You don't want rude. You don't want snarky. If you're looking for love advice, you want it to be sincere and kind.
Yeah, right. Well, I got my dating advice from older dudes that were in my neighborhood, and I look back on it now, and it was terrible advice.
Well, you were trusting dirt bags.
They were all dirt bags, and like, first thing you got to do is you got to put on the Scorpions, There's No One Like You. And I was like, okay, all right, no one like you. Light up a cigarette. Okay.
Now, with some girls, that would have been a home run.
For their girls, yeah. And I didn't even think about that. I thought this was all girls. This was a blanket statement. So I thought every girl just loved the Scorpions and cigarettes. And I'm like, that's all I need to know. 2 things. I'm good.
Got him.
So I just kind of asked a real quick question. I said, okay, let's say that you're sitting in a Starbucks and you see a cute girl. How would you suggest I approach her? And it says, keep it simple, normal, and low pressure. At places like Starbucks, the best approach is to feel casual, like you're just another friendly person in line, not someone delivering a pickup line. If she's not wearing headphones, not deeply working, and seems approachable, here's a few good ways. You can go with, hey, quick question. Have you tried the blank here? I'm debating what to order.
There you go.
Like that?
Menu advice.
Okay. Is that drink good? I always get the same thing, and I'm trying to break the habit. What is that?
Love it.
Okay, so far, you're loving the advice.
Yeah.
Better than Smokes and the Scorpions?
Yes, way better.
They say confidence plus sincerity. Like, hey, I didn't want to be weird, but you seem interesting, and I thought I'd say hi.
That's a little weirder. It's
okay.
I didn't want to be weird. Like, don't start with that. Start with confidence. Start with, hey, I just wanted to say hi and see if I could buy you a coffee.
Now this, I don't know. The third step they say is you also might want to consider a light joke. Like, important question. Hey, what's the most underrated drink in this place? I feel like I'm missing something. That didn't even feel like a joke to me.
It's not a joke.
I was going to say.
It's a question. And it's still okay, but it's not a joke. You want to, make her feel safe and like you're asking her advice about something on the menu. That is a very safe place to be coming at her from. You don't want to get too personal too quick.
Okay. So it says within 10 seconds, you'll know if she smiles, takes off headphones, gives more than one word answers, asks you something back, you could be good. If she gives you a short answer, doesn't look up much, and keeps on working, you're not good.
Let me stop you right there, ChatGPT.
Okay.
You just said don't approach somebody with headphones.
Right.
And I would totally agree with that. If somebody's got earbuds or headphones on, do not try to talk to them. They're doing something. They have something going on, and you're going to annoy them.
Okay.
If they're not looking at you, making eye contact, and they're wearing headphones or earbuds, no, do not try to talk to them.
How much of this advice did you like that AI just gave you? Do you feel like it was on the mark?
Maybe like 60%.
60% good. Had a few things on there that are decent. Well, I got to tell you, it is 100% better than Dave, who gave me my advice when I was 14 years old.
Dave, scorpions and ciggies aren't getting it done, Dave.
77% of people on KVJ TV say they do not trust AI to give them smart advice for dating.
Look, you can go into AI and you can take the stuff that resonates and you can leave the stuff behind that seems stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to somebody who had headphones on is dumb. They don't want to talk to you. That's probably why they have headphones on.
Right. Okay.
They don't want to be disturbed.
Well, you may get a few things, but it sounds like you can't be completely reliant on AI. At least when it comes to this.
Thank goodness.
Well, it is begun. The Miami Dolphins on the first day of free agency have sent Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback, packing. They're going to make that move, and they're going to be taking on the largest amount of money for a contract ever that has been done. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. It just means that the last crew kind of blew it, but they owe Tua $99.2 million. That's how much dead money they have.
Okay, Tua will be fine.
He's going to be okay.
Don't cry for Tua.
Oh, my God.
So they told Tua they're going to be cutting him, but they're going to try to split that dead cap money up. So $67.4 million against the salary in 2026, followed by $31.8 million in 27. So that ends Tua's 6 seasons in Miami. He's already come up with a post thanking the fans and everybody else.
Of course. And you know what? He tried. I think Tua is a sweet pea.
Absolutely.
Lovely human. The whole family, they were just so lovely.
Yeah.
But, not everything works out. And God forbid he have another concussion, because I would be crying if we had to see that again.
Yeah. And it looks like Alec Ingold is also gone from the Dolphins. He's a solid dude, great family. So it's just nature of the business, Always got to pick up new guys and put the right people in place. But I don't have to tell Denny's because he's, been ranting behind the scenes. He's been so involved.
Sports, right, Denny's?
It's sports, guys.
All right, Denny, stepping it for Bird here today. Wrap us up with your thought for the day.
I feel like it fits the theme. Technology is a useful servant, but a dangerous master.
Oh, yes, Kevin. That's your master.
Oh, it is. It got me. It got me down.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.